ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Mexico City Diablos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We play to win. Let's go! Michael set. 19. 55.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very fun.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing on third down, Watson completes it to Dixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield.
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On 1st and 10, short. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Short, escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Short, over the middle, complete. It's Lopez. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun on third, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Looking to throw. Short. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DJ Reader able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
70, Indy. Get ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Back to throw. Short. And he's got it. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Short, eluding the pressure right. They'll get this one to Switzer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Receiver downfield, offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
60 Pittsburgh.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw. Short. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw on third down. Watson, Dixon, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Penny, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun to give to Penny. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down. Watson is going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here's Watson. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Marr able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you think the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Short. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This will be taken short. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Watson. On 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Looking to throw. Short. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce, 26 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by
is
the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Throwing to start the drive. Short. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Bush in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Short. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Short. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no.
Oh, wide open, complete, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 41, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Dixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38, Watson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devin Bush, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing on first down. Short. He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10. Short. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Short. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. So here are visitors to take over on offense.
18, look for 18.
Single receiver. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. After the sack on 1st down, Watson, wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Tight end right. Let's go.
On 1st down, short. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short. And Diggs has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Looking to throw. Short. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to throw. Short. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So here are visitors to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Watson looks to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Watson. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the... They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw. Short.
Just more of the same there, partner.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they